Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the weekly Fight Council meeting for Fight Underground. I am the Fight Director, Paul Atlas, and I will be hosting tonight's show along with members of our Fight Council. Once again, I would like to we will be talking about the week that was in Fight Underground, and what a week it was. We had our very first duos division match, Underground Showdown #3 with Warhoss and the Good Guys. And there was a little bonus action, so we also had Showdown #4, which we will get to a little bit later in the show. But first, before we get into tonight's topics, I want to do kind of the thing we've kind of been doing lately, and I want to start with a reveal. We have the newest member of our Fight Council, and that member is Damien. Damien is coming to us. He has been all around the area, 21 years as a pro. He has managed some of the top guys in the area. Damien brings a ton of experience to the Fight Council as well as Fight Underground itself. And I want to be the first to welcome Damien to the Fight Council. As a matter of fact, a little bit later, Damien will be joining us here tonight as we go through our topics. So what I'm going to do is I am going to do what we do every week, and I am going to throw it out to some of our Fight Council members that we have right now. And we're going to talk a little bit about Damien, some of the experiences that they've had with him over the years. I am going to start out with Dean Radford. Dean Radford, I know you know Damien Stockholm very, very well.
Oh, man, I'll tell you what, years on years on years. Before I even got in the business, watching him as a manager and just everything he brought to, that character and that show, and just, you love to hate him, that son of a bitch. And then once I got a little older, I got into the business, I sat back and I looked at it from that other perspective and learned so much from Damian Stockholm. I still got the shirt, King of Rats.
The famous Damian Stockholm King of Rats t-shirt. Justin Idle, you're another man who knows Damian Stockholm quite well. Give a little bit of your thoughts on Damian.
Yes, Stockholm, incredible. The King of Rats. Dean, you said it right. I mean, Damian was the guy who taught me that you didn't have to ask for anything. If you wanted anything, you just went out there and you took it. It didn't matter if it was ice cream from a small child or the shirt off of a homeless man's back. If you want it, you have the right to have it, and you can take it. I love Damian. Great guy.
All right, Justin, you get a little too personal there. I don't know what you got against homeless guys and children, but hey, whatever it takes, buddy. So, moving right along then. We got Bubba Brewer with us here again this week. Bubba, your thoughts on Damian Stockholm coming into the fold?
Well, welcome to the council. All I know is just from his legendary management skills up here in the Great North. I never ran into him, but I know his skills managing top guys in the Pittsburgh area for many years will be an added bonus to the fight underground.
That is right. This man has managed some of the top guys all around the Pittsburgh area in Western Pennsylvania as well. Boomer Payne is joining us also here tonight. Boomer, Damian Stockholm, man. Kick in on us. What do you think? Do we got Boomer? All right. We seem to have lost Boomer Payne. But anyway, also joining us here tonight, you saw the reveal earlier in the week. We have QB Blitz. He is on the line with us tonight. QB, check on in with us. Tell the people a little bit about yourself and what's been going on with you lately.
I'm honored to be part of the council. Happy to be here. I want to welcome Damian Stockholm as well. Just been looking to get back into get to some shows and, saw some talent this week on the tag team division. I think I can help out in the duos division. And again, I'm just honored to be here.
That's right. QB Blitz is part of that legendary tag team known as the Tri-Kais. You bring a lot of tag team skills and experience with you to our fight council. Welcome, brother. I think I got Boomer Payne now. Boomer, give us a little rundown on Damian Stockholm.
Man, it is so great to have Damian Stockholm part of the council. So many stories that I can tell. Two things stick out to my mind right away. Number one, the big ankle injury. I think we all remember that. Man, it was gruesome. And I remember a couple of people saying, rub some dirt on it and get back out there, you pussy. Number two, one of my favorite Damian Stockholm stories is when he pissed himself in the middle of the ring, pulled his pants down, diaper, piss everywhere. It was absolutely amazing. So welcome, Damian. I miss Damian.
All right, some good memories and some memories maybe that Damian might want to forget over the years. So I'm going to bring Damian in right now. Damian, let me be the first to welcome you to the Fight Council. And for those who may not know you, give us a little insight on Damian Stockholm.
Thanks for the warm welcome, the kind words from everybody here tonight. It's definitely an honor, and I'm humbled to be part of the Fight Underground. I've always been a fan of wrestling. I was a big fan back in the day and decided to come over to the other side of the show, so to speak. And, wanted to go about it the right way and was fortunate to have some good trainers with Quinn, Mad Mike, Boomer, Crusher. And, it's been a lot of fun. Met a lot of friends that that are now lifelong friends, guys that are in my wedding and still part of my everyday life. So it's been a lot of fun. Hopefully I bring something to the table where I can help out some of the younger guys hone their craft, so to speak, and really looking forward to it.
All right, right, brother. Once again, welcome to the Fight Council. So we're going to dive right into the week that was. And we had our Fight Underground Showdown number 3. It was our first Duos Division matchup, and it featured Warhoss and the Good Guys. Warhoss, those two huge individuals. Pat the Bruiser, 330-plus pounds. Crosshairs Kelly, 280-plus pounds, going up against the Good Guys. And I tell you what, they made short work out of the Good Guys, did Warhoss. These two guys, I've said it before and I will say it again, they remind me of a larger version of the Wrong Crowd. These two guys live the business morning, noon, and night. And in my mind, 1-0, hell, they're going to be 10-0 before you know it. They're going to rule the Duos division. That is my take on right now. And the Good Guys, man, I'm going to tell you what. You saw the press conference after the fact, and I talked to these guys immediately after that because they kind of sat there and said, well, we didn't really prepare. We kind of took Warhoss for granted, and maybe we should train a little harder. And you know what, dude, this is Fight Underground. And I told them both, if that's the attitude you're going to take, hey, you don't even need to be here, man. We are looking for the top talent. Hey, somebody's going to say I'm burying the talent. Well, look, when you come into Fight Underground and you say you weren't prepared, hey, we don't need you here. So if you guys want to continue on in Fight Underground, you better get yourselves extremely prepared. So I'm going to start out with the man who has had tag team experience, such as myself, that one half of those Tri-Kais. QB Blitz, I don't know if you had a chance to see that match this past week. What did you think about it?
I did watch the match, and I got to tell you, what I liked about Warhoss, those guys play off each other, and you're right. It reminds me of the Wrong Crowd. Reminds me a little bit of the Tri-Kais. Those guys know what the other person's going to be doing. I was a little disappointed with the Good Guys because they seem to be playing off each other, but not in the sense of like, I know what you're going to do. It's like, let me react to your move. And, Warhoss just took advantage of it and just demolished him. I mean, in my opinion, I think that, they just took advantage of him and showed their strength. And I think Warhoss is going to be a tag team that really, I don't know anybody in the area that's going to be able to compete with them.
Well, two big boys there, no doubt about that. Just two big boys, but they can move, they can stick and move, they can do all kind of things. I'm going to go ahead and get Bubba Brewer's thoughts on that tag team matchup that we saw this week.
Well, that match was just brutal. I want to say, though, Crosshairs Kelly was good, but when he made the tag to Pat the Bruiser, it just jacked up 10 more, Paul. Like when Pat was in there, the Good Guys didn't have a chance. He took over the whole match. That's just what I saw when I watched that video.
Oh, yeah, 380-plus pounds. And, hey, I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about that lights-out punch that he threw. That changed the complexion of that entire match, brother. He laid that ham hock on the side of his head. Man, it was lights out. Boomer Payne.
He was knocked out till next week.
Yeah. Boomer Payne, check on in with us, brother. Warhoss and the Good Guys.
Look, everybody's talking about how big Warhoss is. And, yes, they are big, and they are bad. But I'm going to tell you what the driving force behind Warhoss is their intensity. Their intensity is at maximum level. And that's something that you need to see in young guys. They look hungry, they act hungry, and they act like they're ready to rip your face off. I love Warhoss. I thought they had a really great showing. I can't wait to see more of these guys.
Fantastic. Dean Radford, Warhoss and the Good Guys. What was your impression, brother?
They're a bunch of big dudes. The Good Guys, I give them just about 1% of credit because anybody who says they went in unprepared, Paul, then why the hell are they even here? Yeah. Fight Underground is about an opportunity. This isn't some Bush League bullshit. We're trying to create something special here. And if people aren't on board to making something special, I don't know. I feel like the Good Guys, I've seen them at a better time, and I wish they would have been a little bit more prepared for that match. David has beat Goliath in so many different occasions, but in that case, Warhoss ruled the ring.
All right, yeah. Yes, that they did for sure. Damien Stockholm on the line with us here tonight. Damien, what did you think about the match between Warhoss and the good guys?
Total domination from Warhoss. I mean, you can't come unprepared for a match. I mean, that's just it's lunacy. You can't take any opponent lightly, let alone someone that's so big and so strong. I mean, you can't underestimate someone smaller than you, let alone someone bigger than you. I mean, it's a shame. It's a wasted opportunity for the good guys. I mean, it definitely knocks them down a couple rungs here.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, hey, we talked about it in our Alpha King division. 1-0 as opposed to 0-1. That's a big jump here in Fight Underground. And again, this was a history-making event. This was the first victory in the duos division, much like the first victory in the Alpha King division that Ron Hunt scored. That's history there, and Warhoss obviously wanted it more, and they made history that night. So, Justin Idle, let's get your thoughts on that match.
No comment. Let's just go to the next segment. Come on, move along.
Moving on, huh? Moving on.
Justin, what's wrong?
Just what's next? What are we talking about next? The headlock? We only have the headlock. Who's the guest?
Not quite yet. Not quite yet. Okay, we'll slightly move on to the next segment here, which again I'm going to talk about. As everybody saw, with the quickness and the intensity that Warhoss took out the good guys. I personally, sitting at ringside doing commentary, felt that the fans didn't get exactly what they wanted to see that night. It was really quick. I mean, yeah, it was a great victory for Warhoss, not taking away from him. So I made the executive decision, being the fight director, that we were going to have a bonus match that night. So I went to the ring and I threw down the challenge, as you've seen before on our fight programs. All of the fighters are there. They're looking for ring time. They're looking for training. Some of them are doing some scouting. So I threw it out there. Hey, who wants to fight? Who thinks they're man enough to step up? And that's where Tad Jarvis, the social media icon, decided he wanted to throw his hat in the ring for that bonus match. And, I thought the kid showed some guts, but also felt he needed to be pressed a little bit. So I personally picked the man named Lost Prevention to go into that ring and face Tad Jarvis. Tad Jarvis wanted to show what he had. Well, I wanted to see what he had. And, well, what happened was about 90 seconds later, we were picking Tad Jarvis up off the mat. Yeah, go ahead, Justin. Go ahead.
Hey, let me speak first, because we are the Fight Council, and unity is a huge thing with us. I think I could speak for everyone, where it was no surprise that Loss Prevention just whooped the hell out of Tad Jarvis. I mean, we all would have picked Loss Prevention because we are one. Unity. We all choose as one. And Loss Prevention, just very impressive. Yeah.
Anything else, Justin? Anything else?
No, I'm good.
Right,
Sure.
well, go ahead, Dean. Go ahead, Dean. Let's get your take on that.
I'm just saying, everybody watched that. Justin, I really wish you would just elaborate a little bit more.
I got nothing. No. It's just come on, talk about the Loss Prevention.
I like to hear some more too, Dean.
Yeah, I mean, Loss Prevention. He went out there and – oh, wait, Justin, why don't you go ahead and finish my line? What am I going to say?
You got to use the restroom?
Nope.
I'm not hanging that stupid flag up.
What?
I'm not hanging that stupid flag up with your stupid head. No, I'm not. I'm just not doing it. Sorry, Paul. I'm not doing it. I'm not.
I see where you were going with this. That's right. The bet. The big bet that we had last week. Justin Idle, you picked the good guys. That's right. Warhoss is Dean Radford's team. And what happened, buddy? Huh?
I'm not hanging that stupid flag up. I'm not. Nothing you could do will make me hang that up. There's no way. No. Shut up, Baba.
There's nothing that I can do.
Okay, listen. Okay, listen. I got something. How about double or nothing? Double or nothing.
Double or nothing.
Yeah. On the next fight, double or nothing.
Double or nothing.
Yeah. Yes. All right, come on. Yeah.
So you want to lose twice and have it 10 times worse?
No. I'm not going to lose twice. Just no. Double or nothing. We don't even know who's wrestling. We don't even know who's fighting next.
I already beat you.
And double or nothing. Come on. Hey.
There's normal Justin Idol. He can't live up to losing.
So what I'm hearing is right here now on Facebook Live, Justin Idol is actually trying to back out of the bet that he lost. So you're telling everybody live in color that you are not a man of your word. Is that what you're
saying? I did not lose. The good guys lost. I didn't lose anything.
But who'd you bet on?
I did good.
I'm sorry, what? Did Mr. Wink just grab you by the ankle, bud?
I'm not taking that stupid flag up. I'm not doing it.
You're not
doing it.
Are you not going to do it? Because I tell you what, I can make you. You lost. Own up.
Double or nothing. I'll double or nothing because Justin Idol doesn't lose. Okay, I'm gonna prove it.
I've beat you 3 times in different occasions.
Paul, come on, step in here. Double or nothing. Tell Dean. Come on.
So, well, I'll tell you what. If we go with that, Justin, there's no backing out, brother. There will be no backing out.
I think no problem.
Double or nothing.
Double or nothing. God, that flag is so ugly.
I'm not going to feel bad.
What?
I'm not going to feel bad when I beat you again.
Just let's go. Okay, is it a deal?
Deal.
All right.
Yeah.
we will get to that a little bit later on in our broadcast. So, but right now, I want to get back to talking about the loss prevention Tad Jarvis impromptu match that we had this past week. So, Dean, I'm going to hit you up here, brother. What did you think about loss prevention making quick work of Tad Jarvis?
I mean, loss prevention, obviously, he's a talented young kid. I'm going to stick to what I said a few weeks ago when I made a comment. And that comment was, let's see him in the ring with real competition. I don't feel like Tad Jarvis was competition for him. Maybe a Behemoth or something like that. You never know. But I want to see him get tested. And the way he reacts, and if he can come out on the winning end, then I'm a believer in loss prevention. He's a big dude. He's young. He's a stud. He's got all the potential in the world. But like I said, money talks and bullshit walks, Paul. You know that. While Justin's over there crying and drinking his wine, loss prevention could be the face of Fight Underground. But I just haven't been convinced yet.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely a big man. Let's not forget the fact that this big man was trained by the king of big men, Quinn Magnum. So loss prevention brings a lot to the table. And yeah, Tad Jarvis was not much of a conquest for him. I mean, I'm going to give the guy credit. He's 1-0, but yeah, I mean, Tad Jarvis, another one of these young kids. I think he was worried way too much about his social media followers than he is about his position in Fight Underground. So we're going to be taking a look at that too, because again, you can have 1,000 followers, but if you're owing 1,000, you're not in Fight Underground. That's for damn sure.
Dustin, why don't you fight loss prevention?
Well, there's silence.
Okay.
Right. Moving on.
Yes. Boomer Payne, loss prevention, and Tad Jarvis. Let's get your thoughts.
Oh, no doubt. Loss prevention. There is just such raw talent right there. The kid's young. He's big. He's strong. Here's what I want to see. Yes, I agree with Dean. I want to see him take on better competition. Taking nothing away from Tad Jarvis, right? He was put on the spot by you, Paul. And, hey, this guy really didn't have a chance to prepare. But I want to see if loss prevention can hit that suplex stunner on someone like a Behemoth, someone like a Dean Radford, someone like Shirley Doe. I want to see if he can hit that suplex stunner, because if he can, I'll be impressed.
Okay, and yeah, you're right. I'm not going to take anything away from Tad Jarvis. He did step up to my challenge. Hey, he could be the one to say, hey, I wasn't prepared. I'll give him that one because I put him on the spot, unlike the good guys who knew exactly what was going on. So, but yeah, I got to agree. I want to see this guy really go up against some of the heavy hitters and fight underground. So we're going to have to see what we can do about making some of that happen. Bubba Brewer, chime on in here, brother. What do you think about the match?
Well, loss prevention, like you guys said, is a big individual. And yes, he's got to face bigger and more experienced opponents. But look, guys, when these guys are saying, like as Tad Jarvis said, I wasn't prepared. These guys all got to be prepared to get into Fight Underground. These piss poor excuses that all these guys are using, it's a crock of shit. Okay, it doesn't matter if they're not. They got to go into the ring and do what they need to do. But when I saw loss prevention, just one maneuver, his lights out, and it was lights out for that Jarvis kid. And he needs to, I don't care how many, in that press conference, I did not care, Paul, about, he was on his phone. To me, he just didn't seem like he wanted it. And anybody that gets into the Fight Underground got it, want it. And I don't care. They got to want it to get in the ring.
Yeah, no doubt about that. I'm going to agree with you 100% there. Again, I wasn't making an excuse for him and saying he could say he wasn't prepared. But
no, I understand that.
Yeah, unlike some of the other fighters, I just called everybody standing there out, and like I said, I am going to give him credit. He jumped up there.
He did, Paul. He did, Paul. He jumped, but it doesn't matter. If you get an opportunity to jump in that ring, you've got to be prepared no matter who you're facing in Fight Underground. You just have to be. I'm tired of excuses. All these excuses.
And the social media thing, man, yeah, maybe he should spend like a 30-day social media ban on himself to get ready. So, Damian Stockholm, what do you think about our big boy loss prevention and how quickly he put the lights out on Tad Jarvis?
He's definitely a talented kid. Needs polish more, but just with time and going against better opponents, I think that'll come for him for sure. What I want to see is when he does fight someone more experienced, whenever something doesn't go as loss prevention wants it to, how's he going to react to it? How's he going to overcome some adversity in the match, to prevail? So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that from him in the fights to come.
All right, very good. QB Blitz, brother. What do you think about that match?
Loss prevention's a big boy, and his trainer, Quinn Magnum. If Quinn Magnum give him the seal of approval, watch out. But I have to agree. What happens when he gets in there with somebody more experienced? What kind of psychology are they going to use on someone like that? He's a big guy, but what happens if he gets in a situation, a Shirley Doe or a Dean Radford, even like bigger guys are going to be able to take advantage of his weakness and his young, his inexperience in the ring. So I think he's a big guy and he's got a lot of potential.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, right now it seems there's nowhere to go but up for loss prevention. Tad Jarvis, he's got a lot of work to do to get back into the graces here. I mean, every person so far who has lost their first match, let's face it, they've got to work twice as hard as the other guys. But not to say that the guys who won are guaranteed the sweet spot, because that's not going to happen either. You got to be continuously winning in Fight Underground. We said it before and we'll say it again. Doesn't matter where you've been, wins and losses matter.
Oh, can I just say, I'm looking at the that Tad Jarvis. He said he was cheated, and he was 96% of his followers. See, that's what I'm saying. That's totally wrong, and he's checking his social media and listen to those people when he needs to be in there training and getting stuff by council members to give him some knowledge on how he can actually fight in a ring. So I'm just looking at this stuff. I don't know if anybody else sees it, but I had to say something. So sorry about that.
That's okay. I agree with you. The social media thing, sometimes I think it's a bigger curse than it is a blessing in today's world. Now, it's not just the grumpy old Muppet talking. You got to pay attention to what's going on, kid, because in Fight Underground, if you don't, hey, lights out. That's all you can say about that.
Paul, I'm going to pull the card real quick.
Okay.
Let's talk about this. What would some of these guys do without the internet?
That's a damn good question, Dean, because you know as well as I do, we did not have that in our day. Again,
Nope.
maybe the grumpy old Muppet talking, but you had to get noticed a lot of different ways, and what got you noticed was your ability to work inside that ring, your wins and losses, going to different places, going to different organizations, and being top of the card everywhere you're at. Now they think, hey, I got 1,000 followers, I'm a star. I don't think that's it, man. So like I said, sometimes I think it's a bigger curse than a blessing, and I don't know what some of these guys would do without social media. And I think Mr. Jarvis needs to find out.
I'm with you.
All right. So moving along, let's. I know Bubba and Boomer, you've got a few things you want to interject about some of the things that have gone on in the last few weeks in Fight Underground. So I'm going to turn it over to you guys for a few minutes and bring up some of the points that you want to bring up about our first 3 weeks of matches.
Boomer, I'm going to start. You go ahead first, Boomer.
Well, okay, fine. We've got
three.
We've got 3 winners, right, in the Alpha division, right? You've got Reverend Ron Hunt, you've got Arthur MacArthur, and you've got Loss Prevention. These 3 are 1 and 0. Who ranks number 1?
In my eyes, I know who I'm saying, Boomer. I maybe we won't be on the same page.
Well, I'm asking.
Well,
Who's your
I'm
number
gonna go.
1?
Well, my number 1 is the Rev, Ron Hunt, because I've been saying this all along, and I'm not going to backtrack on what I'm saying. I think the Rev has the flair. He's a wrestling technician in the ring. Okay. See, I'm going to keep talking, Justin. Thank you very much.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm just going to.
Okay. No, drink whatever you're drinking. And actually, why he's number 1, Boomer, because he was facing AJ Alexander. He was actually facing tougher competition than the other 2 guys that are undefeated.
Okay, not to disagree with you, Bubba, but
okay,
Loss Prevention spent less than 2 minutes in the ring. That's an impressive victory. I don't care who it's against.
Well,
2 minutes to dispose of your opponent, that's very impressive.
I don't have him. I'm going to catch a lot of heat for this, but I don't care. I got Loss Prevention is 3rd on my ranking in the Alpha King division.
Really?
Because that's who he faced, and he really didn't show me. He had 1 move, his lights out, which is phenomenal, and his intensity is bar none. But I want to see more because we just said if he wrestles somebody else, how's he going to react? And if he would have had a better opponent than Tad Jarvis, he could have been maybe 2. And 2 is Arthur MacArthur. I put him as my 2nd because he actually had to go against a guy that went into the Ring of Honor dojo, Boomer. So
okay, so you're let's throw the hypothetical train here, okay?
Okay.
So you're telling me that if the Steelers go in there and beat the Browns 100-0, that's nothing. But if it doesn't
Boomer,
matter.
This is wrestling. This ain't football. This is wrestling, brother.
What I'm saying is you've got to be impressed under 2 minutes in the ring. I don't care who your opponent is. That is very impressive. And I
agree.
Away.
I agree.
Take nothing away from the Reverend Ron Hunt because he is a star. And I will agree with you.
Okay.
I will agree with you. Reverend Ron Hunt is number 1 in my eyes.
And
he is the number 1 seed.
I'm going with his skill, his promos, his interviewing skills, just the flair of what he does. That's there, right? He's the total package of Fight Underground. That's why he's number 1 in my book. And I said he was the face of this company. And like I said, and I'm going to keep saying that.
And what did I say? I compared Ron Hunt to Prime Time. Prime Time. Justin, come on.
No.
What?
No. Rev is 3rd on my list. Okay, I told you guys before. He won the match, but he didn't win the match. AJ Alexander lost the match, and there is a difference. So in my eyes, Rev, he shouldn't be 1-0 right now.
Well, you need glasses.
Well, hey, I'm just saying. It wasn't,
How do you even figure? How do you figure?
What do you mean how do I figure?
The Rev was the ultimate opportunist in the match. AJ made a stupid move, and he capitalized on it. You know, it's just as simple as any other matches you've seen, Justin, that you've lost. You didn't capitalize on it, but Rev did. So while you're drinking your fuzzy navel over there, okay, you got to agree, Rev is the man right now in Fight Underground.
I do not agree. I do not.
No.
And the game's wrestling. And the game's wrestling. And the Rev can wrestle.
I mean, come on.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I don't know. People say John Cena could wrestle too.
I mean,
better than you. He's better than you.
I'm just saying. Okay. But back to my point. Rev, number 3. Arthur MacArthur, number 1. And the big man, number 2. What?
One finger.
One finger with a bear on his back. That's all I got.
Those are my 3. That's what I'm sticking with.
All right.
I kind of agree with Bubba on the 1, 2, 3. That's the way I got him. I mean, the Rev definitely has some sizzle to him. He got charisma. You know, he definitely can be the cornerstone of Fight Underground. Not taking anything away from the other 2, but you know, if feet to the fire, you're making me go 1, 2, 3. I got Reverend in number 1.
I'd agree with that. Remember, the Rev came in as an underdog. Remember that, and he came in and showed what he can do. I think he can carry the company. You know, he came in there and won the first match, and I have to agree. You know, not to follow the bandwagon, but I agree with the 1, 2, 3.
QB, you're a tag team specialist. You know, what you say really has no bearing on the singles division. Now, we're talking about the big guys, Warhoss, then okay, but come on.
I'd love to get in the ring with anybody in a singles match. You don't see it very often, do you?
Justin?
Ooh, we could arrange.
Ooh.
I like that.
I'm sorry, I cut out. What?
Oh, he said you're chicken shit, is what he said.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, I didn't.
Justin, be
Funny.
looking for a large stack of contracts coming in the mail, kid.
Right. Wait, you know my address?
You'll never know.
So
right.
Boomer, who's your picks? Boomer.
Rev
1, 2, and 3.
number 1, obvious. Rev number 1, obviously. He is
Okay.
the star. I am going to, though, and this is going to shock you, I'm going to move loss prevention up to number 2. And I'm going to have Arthur MacArthur at number 3.
Okay.
Can I jump in real quick? Something serious?
Yeah, go ahead.
For the guys who lost, the losers of the matches, where would we rank them?
Like you.
I didn't even wrestle. What are you talking about?
Hey, but you won.
You're not great. Wow.
They're 4, 5, and 6, huh? I'm just curious. Because that's more.
I would have AJ at number 1 because AJ was the best opponent in all 3 matches.
He'd be number 4. Come on. Jeez, simple math. My God.
No. I'm talking as an 0-1, sir. 0-1. He'd be number 1. He didn't win, so. Oh,
Okay. Well, that was more of a spirited conversation than I thought it would be. At least, hey, we can't say the Fight Council is not passionate about what goes on in Fight Underground here. This is our baby. This is our project, and we all want to see it succeed, and we all want to see the best in all of these fighters, and we only want the best fighters here in Fight Underground. So right now, we're going to move on to our Headlock On segment, and we are going to talk about one of our Virago division young ladies. This young lady has been trained by Lou Marconi. This young lady has been all over the country. She has been to Japan and back. She is the Kawasaki Killer. It is Big Bang Roni Nicole. And I tell you what, you guys all have your opinions on who's number 1 in Fight Underground. And I've said before, and I will say it again, in my mind, Roni Nicole brings the most to the table as far as I'm concerned, as far as the Virago division and maybe even the entire company. So we're going to go round the horn here. And, yeah, Justin, I see you waving your pen and shaking your head. So go ahead.
I mean, Ronnie, yeah, wow, intense. Around the world, definitely one of the best in the Virago division. But my number one, I've been saying it ever since she joined. Charlie Cool is my number one without a doubt. She's gorgeous. She's impactful. She has got such interesting things to say. When she talks, people listen. Roni Nicole, definitely amazing, though. I would never go against her, you know? I mean, like you said, traveled around the world. How many of our Viragos have done that, you know?
Without a doubt, not many. Let's not forget, she has been a champion in the Pittsburgh division, Pittsburgh area as well. She gave a young lady by the name of Casey Spinelli some fits a couple years back here. So moving on down the list here, Bubba Brewer, what are your thoughts on Roni Nicole?
Oh, bad. She's badass. I'm all on the train of Roni Nicole. I was all about Tatiana Rose, but she didn't want nothing to do with me, so I just threw her to the side. So I'm all about Roni Nicole. She's badass.
Surprised?
Oh.
Easy there, Bubba. You sound like a smitten lover.
No.
Wow. You've been watching You on Netflix? Taking notes, you big creep.
Got him right here. Smart guy. Got him right here.
Oh, that's terrifying. That's terrifying.
It is terrifying.
Let's not forget, Justin, a lot of our fight council members are former fighters themselves. Look for those contracts. Anyway, Dean Dalton, our big man, Dean Radford. Let's hit it up. What do you think about Roni Nicole? I know you've seen her in action.
I mean, look, she is impressive. She's just, you know, when you look at Roni, she brings the intensity, and that's why she was at the top of the mountain. You know, if anybody would ever want to, you know, put all their chips in on Roni Nicole, that'd be one girl to bet on.
All right. Yeah, without a doubt. So moving down the list here, Damian Stockholm. How much do you know about Roni Nicole? Have you had a chance to view any of Roni's matches, and have you had a chance to see what she's all about?
Just seen some brief clips of her, but she's definitely impressive, and you get trained by someone as accomplished as Lou Marconi. You know, some of that pedigree is going to rub off and make you one hell of a competitor.
All right, very good.
QB Blitz, what do you think, buddy? Roni Nicole.
Roni Big Bang Nicole, as she's known. Yeah, I know that she was trained by Lou Marconi. I followed her matches online. She's on a Cage Fight. I've seen her name pop up several times. It's going to be great seeing her here. I think she's going to be a top contender.
All right, very good. A lot of high praise for Roni Nicole, and like I said, she's well deserved of all of it. So moving through into our next little, as we've been doing our second council reveal here tonight, another member coming to our fight council. He's known all throughout the Pittsburgh area. He is the big man of big men. He is Big Papa Gator. Big Papa Gator, member of 987. In those big, huge feuds with Rage back in the day, back in the early 90s and 2000s, they tore up the Pittsburgh area. Big Papa Gator, I've gone up against him many a times. This man hits like a ton of bricks, and he is all about business. And I want to be the first one to say, Big Papa Gator, welcome to the Fight Council, brother. Welcome to the Fight Council. 24 years in the business. This guy has many championships under his belt. Without a doubt, he is a great addition to the Fight Council. Blitz, you're a tag team man, and Gator made a lot of big wins as a tag team wrestler. What do you think about Big Papa Gator coming on board?
Man, what an honor. This guy's big. He hooked up with JB's. He's hooked up with Bone Crusher. I mean, he hooked up with Chris Korbelic. I mean, this guy brings it. And I remember my first PWX show I ever attended way back, I think it was 98. When he came out, I mean, he made an impact and the fans just went crazy. It's going to be awesome to have him part of the council.
All right. Thank you, brother. Bubba Brewer, big man, Big Papa Gator, now part of our fight council.
Oh, he was a big man in the Pittsburgh area. His tag teams were legendary. So, I mean, I respect him, and I'm glad he's in the council. Can't wait.
All right, brother. Dean Radford, the big man, Big Papa Gators, come on board.
Gator and I, we go back on different lengths. Obviously, it started back just seeing him, with the Hillbillies, with him and Corbellic, but as he moved into the whole Rage stuff, and then later on, working with my cousin Ron Beast Williams, it's one thing that Gator has evolved over time and has been consistently known for just being pound for pound one of the best big men in Pittsburgh. I got nothing but props for Big Papa Gator.
All right. Damian Stockholm, I know you know about Big Papa Gator. What do you think, brother?
Oh, yeah. Gator, when I first started going to the shows, always enjoyed watching him wrestle. We crossed paths a few times, and he absolutely beat the living piss out of me. But I got nothing but respect for him, and someone like him definitely will bring something to the table to Fight Underground. I think all of us can learn something from Gator.
All right, brother. Justin Idol, Big Papa Gator's on board, brother. What do you think?
Hey. I've got megalophobia, okay? And for people that don't know that is the fear of gators. So I don't want to be anywhere near the guy. I'm happy he's here because gators are tough, but that's all I got to say. Stay away from me, and we're happy. All right, yay. Go, Fight Council.
You seem to have a lot of phobias there, Justin. All right.
Not
the
that
man
many.
who probably knows Gator the best out of all of us right now here tonight, Boomer Payne. What do you think, brother? Big Papa in the house.
Oh God, man, this is exciting. 987, finally the big reunion tour 2020. Man, a hashtag Camel Crew. Big Papa Gator. Look, I owe a ton and just about all of my success. I mean, I've got the posters. I've got the Payne's Palace here in the Carolinas. I owe all of that to remember that one match. Gator didn't have a partner, and I came down and took the watch off. I literally Ric Flaired it. Took the watch off, and single-handedly we won the tag team titles. I owe my entire career to that because that's what jump-started everything. I love Big Papa Gator. Spilled a lot of blood with that man, and I'm really ecstatic. 987 back together again.
All right. Yeah, you guys traveled a lot of miles together over the years. That's for damn sure. So we are going to roll right into the Underground Showdown number 5 coming up this week, and it is going to be a Virago division matchup. And I got to tell you, I think this is probably, in my mind, would main event any card, anywhere. We are talking about the monster Scarlett, and she will be going up against the young lady we talked about earlier, Roni Big Bang Nicole. This will be our very first Virago division matchup, and I think, man, we're coming out with all guns blazing. Boomer Payne, what say you?
Man, this is too close for comfort. I can't make a decision. I'm going to tell you. Here is my prediction, though. Big Bang, Roni Nicole, Scarlett. The winner is going to be the fans who get to watch this fight, because I can't call it. It's way too close.
All right, yeah, tight matchup there. And it's going to be. These two young ladies are very tough. Bubba Brewer, chime in on this one, man. What do you think about this first Virago division matchup?
Historic. Words can't describe this matchup right now. It's these two ladies. Just I can't even pick a winner. Just the same as Boomer, because I don't want to. It's going to be that could be the biggest feud in Fight Underground right here, because there's not going to be a clear, decisive winner, Paul. I don't think so.
All right. Bubba Brewer going with the big. He's on the fence. He's definitely on the fence.
Yeah.
No confidence. He has no self-confidence. He can't back a choice. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
It's okay.
All right, Justin.
If I made a bet, I would pay it though. If I made a bet, smart guy, I would pay it.
All right,
Oh,
Justin.
well, there you go.
Yeah, we're going to get to you in a second here. We're going to get to you in here a second.
All right.
Sure, but first I want to hear from Damian Stockholm, though. Damian, our first Virago division match.
It's going to be a coin flip. I mean, who's going to win the match? I mean, who's going to capitalize on a mistake, or is just someone going to just come out on top? I mean, it's too close to call. It's going to be a hell of a treat for the fans to watch.
Okay. Yeah. Without a doubt, like I said, I would main event this match anywhere around the country. QB Blitz, let's get your thoughts.
I'm going to go Roni Nicole. I think she's going to come in, take over, capitalize, and make a run that no one else is going to be able to catch her. That's my bet.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm not taking anything away from Scarlett. This young lady's 20 years old. She has done so much already in this business. Again, another trainee at the Great Quinn Magnum. His mark is all over Fight Underground, obviously, with these people he has trained. But yeah, I gotta say, I think Roni Nicole has just a little bit of an advantage here. I mean, the young lady's traveling the world. Come on now.
All right, now I'm saving the last two members of our fight council. So Justin and Dean, we talked about it. Double or nothing, huh? Double or nothing on this one. So who's it going to be? Is it going to be Roni? Is it going to be Scarlett?
May I go first, Dean? May I go first?
Do you deserve to go first since you lost already?
Oh, come on, tough guy. I'm just going to go first, okay? All right, here we go.
Here, hold on. I got an idea. We'll do it at the same time. Ready?
Sure, go ahead, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Roni.
Run.
Uh-oh.
No, I got it. Roni. I mean, who wouldn't choose Roni? Just like QB said. She's been around the world. She is What?
I said it first.
But, no, seriously. But think about Scarlett, dude. Scarlett has been trained by one of the best.
I know. She's intense. I picked
She's
Roni.
an enigma? No, I got Roni. It doesn't matter.
I picked her first.
Dude, Scarlett is an enigma, and you should just take her. I feel like we're not downplaying. Can I be clear? I'm not downplaying.
Take a drink of your fuzzy navel. We're trying to talk. All right, Paul.
All right, I'll tell you what. We're going to settle this the old-fashioned way.
I like old-fashioned.
Yeah, well, Justin drinks those frou-frou drinks, but yeah, and old-fashions are good, too. We're going to settle this the old-fashioned way. I got a coin here. Here, and I think what we're going to do, since you both seem to want Roni, and obviously you both can't, because, well, first of all, we got to say, what is the bet? What exactly are we going for here? The double or nothing bet. We already have the flag, the big life-size Dean Radford poster that's supposed to be behind Justin Idol tonight. So
terrifying. When I win, the slate is wiped clean, and we never speak of this again.
Okay, Dean, I'm gonna let you chime in on that. What do you think? What do you got coming? Justin wants a clean slate. What do you want?
Justin, are you actually going to go through with this if you lose again? When you lose again?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you hit return to sender on the flag, so
I got the flag. I'm just not putting it up.
Yeah, but you don't have the Republic of Radford flag that I sent to you.
Oh my gosh! Why won't you just take Scarlett? She is an incredible athlete, trained by one of the best, has an incredible enigma about herself. One of the best women fighters that the Fight Underground has. I am not downplaying her at all. She is incredible. But when it comes between the both of them, I have to go with Roni. I've been in the business just a little bit longer than you, Dean, so I'll stick with the vet, and you go with the rook.
All right. We've already decided. We already said.
All right. Hold on. I got it, Paul. Hold on. Check this out.
Yeah. What does Dean Radford want if he wins this?
Okay. So, number one, when I win this bet, because Justin, I'm just used to beating you all over, bud. So, when I beat you again, not only will you have my beautiful bald head hanging behind you in the Republic of Radford flag, you are also going to have to, let's see, everybody likes social media, right? So how about Justin Idol, since this is around these lovely women for 24 hours, you have to dress like a woman and make your profile picture just exactly that.
What? That's you want like makeup and everything? What are you kidding?
Everything. The whole shebang, bud. High heels, whatever. You're going to do it. That's the bet. Are you in or are you going to chicken shit out again?
This is all chance. I mean, this is all chance. I mean, Paul's flipping a coin.
Hey, look. I'm a man of my word. If I lose, I'll do it.
Fine, I'll do it. Yeah, fine. I don't care. I'm a man. I am a man of my word. I do what I say I'm going to do.
Right.
All right.
I get behind you, but we'll go with that. All right. So, again, I got the coin here. Here's how we're going to do this, okay? It's heads, so Justin, you get Ronnie.
All right. Ha, ha, ha. Dude, Scarlett is amazing, Dean. Scarlett is amazing. So you're just not.
So here's a funny story. Here's a funny story. Justin, sip your fuzzy nasal. All right, your little drink over there. Just keep sipping away, bud. All right. So I've seen Scarlett. I know how good she is. I've been there during training when she picked me up and slammed me one time. Just once. They get one. But that's fine. I duped you into taking Ronnie. I'll be having this conversation with you next week while we talk about how Scarlett wins.
Wait. I'll take Scarlett. I'll take Scarlett. No, I'll take Scarlett. No, I'll take Scarlett.
You're good, bud. You are good.
What do you mean you do? No, I'll take Scarlett.
The coin decided it, Justin. The coin decided it. You wanted Ronnie. You got Ronnie.
I want Scarlett.
He's so wishy-washy.
You're wishy-washy.
You're wishy-washy.
Do you need me for anything else? I'm going to leave. If you guys treat me like this.
Bye.
God.
Next time, wear your hat. That's when you think better.
All right. Now, so we've got the bet. We've got next week's match set up. And again, you will see everything the way you've seen it in these past few weeks. You will have the pre-fight press conference. You will have the match. And then you will also have the aftermath, the post-fight press conference. So before we head out tonight, I want to make an announcement. Over the past 3 weeks, Underground Showdown 1, 2, 3, and the bonus round 4 altogether, 26,600 combined content views for the first 4 matches in Fight Underground history. When we told you Fight Underground was the thing to be, the place to be, that is exactly what we meant, and the numbers are now proving it. This is a train that is just going to continue to roll. I want to thank all the people out there for helping us reach these fantastic numbers, and just keep on going. We've got a lot more coming up in the next few weeks, so we will be back next Thursday to again talk about the week that was and preview the week that will be. Once again, thanks for tuning in tonight. For all my Fight Council members, thank you for being here. We will see you next week.